What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Coach Black, your internet, relationship, and breakup coach. Today's topic: your ex only misses you if this one thing happens. If you're watching this video, right, and maybe you're losing that will to socialize with other people, and you've been having difficulty just kind of functioning in your regular capacity because you miss this person. The breakup was unexpected for you, but likely it's something that your ex was planning for some time. So as much as you didn't see it coming, that is laced with a lot of feelings of depression. It feels like such a deep and intense loss because you were blindsided by the breakup. Your ex had all of this time to get to a place emotionally where they were comfortable with this decision. And that's what's very tricky about breakups when you're the one that was dumped. So right now you may be thinking of different strategies to get them back. And that's probably why you're watching this video. And I understand that. You might be thinking of ways to show them that they're making the wrong decision. And maybe you've already attempted some of those things. Maybe you have sent them letters. You might have, sent them pictures to remind them of the covenant, of the promises, of every intricate detail and plan that you guys had set forth when you went into the relationship. So all these things are natural. So if you're feeling those things and you're experiencing that right now, I want you to know you're not alone. See, breakups are extremely emotionally difficult and painful. And your ex is just feeling things from a different perspective. And this has more to do with time and preparation, right? It's almost like if you had a final exam in college, but you were unaware, right? The rest of the class knew that this test was coming up and you show up in class and there you go. There's the final. So it's very tricky. So if you're navigating this, I want you to listen to this one truth about your ex. The only way that they will have a change in heart, the only way that they could potentially have a change of perspective is if you're gone. Is if they lose you permanently, if that's what it takes. See, there's a song I talked about in a previous video that I used to like growing up. It's by Craig David. It's called "You Don't Miss Your Water Till the Well Runs Dry." This is so true about human nature. You might have been blessed with some of the most extravagant blessings that most people do not have access to, whether that's financial success, friends, relationships, whatever the case may be. You may have the best of things that life has to offer. And most times you almost take these things for granted, but also you're seeking more. You're seeking the next high or the next pleasure, right? And this is the same feelings that your ex is likely going to have to confront. If you have been kind to them, and I know you're not perfect, no one is, but if you have been kind as an intimate partner, if you have prioritized them first and foremost, you were loving, you shared things with them, not only secrets, resources, you supported them through difficult times. You were their best friend. You did all these things for them, right? So if you did all these things, right, you're making deposits into that bank of the relationship. See, until these benefits are gone for good, your ex will never see things differently. They're like a spoiled brat. They're like a spoiled teenager, right? They're going to continuously abuse you, take you for granted, disrespect you. And sometimes it might not be overt. It might be emotional abuse. They might be a little distant. They might be, not as caring as they should be. But again, until they lose the relationship for good. And I know you're thinking, well, hey, he's the one that left. She's the one that left. She doesn't care. Well, you have to understand, especially if you're a good partner, you're not so easily replaceable. It may feel that way at the onset to your ex, They're going to go out there pursuing the new high, thinking that the grass is greener. They're going to go date other people. They're going to go be intimate. They're going to party. They're going to have a good time. So in the short term, you watching these things from a distance, again, your heart is breaking into several more pieces. It's like the breakup is something that keeps going on over and over and over again. You keep reliving the loss of the relationship as you see them, enjoy, seemingly so. See, a lot of times what they're doing is they're coping with that gap, with that void that was left by the relationship. They may not recognize it yet, but a lot of times they're trying to fill that void with stuff and people and adventures. But eventually, the house of cards comes crashing down. All right, and they are forced to confront the reality that they lost something or they lost someone special. Now, here's the thing. This doesn't mean that when the day does come that your ex has a different perspective, it does not mean that you must take them back. In some cases, the breakup is for the best. This person cannot be who you need them to be. This person will never rise to the level of the respect that you deserve. They'll never rise to the level of the intimacy. They will never be as loving and caring to you as you were to them. So taking them back is almost going to cause you to relive this cycle of another 2 years, another 3 years. You have to think about it as sometimes it's not worth the continued investment. There's a small circumstance of cases, if this is what you're going through, where someone can change if they were abusive to you. Not every breakup is the same. So if you're dealing with that dynamic of someone who completely took you for granted, someone who, again, was very abrasive in certain ways, maybe they can change. But you have to be the judge. You have to be the one evaluating and looking at things from as an objective perspective as possible. Because just because they're saying the words, it doesn't mean that they've changed on the inside. And usually change is going to take some time and maybe different experiences. Like I said, they must lose you. They must actually tangibly lose you. So if you're watching this video looking for a way to fake your disappearance, if you're watching this video looking for a way to act like you don't care, I want to tell you, none of those things is as effective as learning to not care as much, because you have put in so much into this person already. None of these things is as effective as truthfully letting go and letting them live with the decision that they made to abandon you, letting them live with the consequences of their own actions. And sometimes it might be hard for you to watch because you still have care for this person in your heart. You still had some good moments, some laughs. You have some memories. You can scroll back at the pictures and you can still see that side of them that maybe never fully developed, that never fully materialized into the potential that you saw in them. And sometimes you can acknowledge that from a distance while you let them go on their journey. It's all up to you. But I'm making this video, one, to just kind of share with you and support you in this moment with whatever you're dealing with emotionally, that, hey, it will be okay. It is not over, as hurtful as this may be to you. And again, you're only feeling this amount of devastation because it was unexpected. You did not see it coming, likely. Even if there were fights, you probably thought, hey, we can make it through anything. And the second side of this is, I want you to really think hard. If the day does come when you distance yourself and your ex starts to turn over a new leaf, they start to show you a different side, I want you to think very hard and think very clearly and deeply before you just accept their apologies. Anyway, if you appreciate this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the future videos that I put out. I really do appreciate you for watching. It really does mean a lot. Again, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, there'll be a link in the description, and I'll be happy to talk to you about your situation. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. And I'm truly blessed to have the opportunity to support you with your breakup. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.